Mrs. Potter. Mrs. Potter, are you the wife of the dead guy who died in India? Hello, Mrs. Potter. Are you somehow related to Victor Potter, who died in India in 1914?
Yes, Detective Martini. Mr. Victor Potter was my beloved husband, and I must say, I miss him terribly.
For
it's
the
been a
husband
difficult
of that guy.
time for me since his passing in India.
Okay, and what are you doing here in Pascal's groceries in vaudeville, and not in India?
India was a nightmare, if you want to know the truth. The heat, the people. No, I'm glad to be back in vaudeville. And I'm here in Pascal's because I need to pick up some fresh vegetables for dinner. But, if I may change the subject, my marriage. Well, it wasn't always perfect.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes Mr. and Mrs. had our little discussions, but despite that, I loved him very much.
Okay, can you tell me anything else about your husband, how he died, or anything interesting?
Mr. Potter was a kind man almost all the time. He had a good heart, but sometimes he could lose his patience. I remember he would get frustrated when things didn't go as planned, but overall, he was a wonderful husband and companion.
That's great. Anything more specifically about how he died, or if you know who killed him?
No, nothing like that, Detective.
Well, she's not helpful.
He died of the flu, I'm afraid.
Huh?
But I do recall something sweet about him. He loved mushrooms.
I don't care that he loved mushrooms.
He was so glad when I picked them and made soup.
I think you might be on some mushrooms.
He would always say
what are you talking about?
He
died from the flu. No. He did not die of the flu. I heard he was murdered.
Excuse me, Detective. What are you insinuating? My Victor was a respected businessman and an honorable man. I won't stand for these outlandish accusations.
Hold on, I'm not accusing him of anything. I'm just saying I think he was murdered.
Murdered? Oh, the audacity. I refuse to hear such vile rumors about my late husband. You have no proof, no evidence, and yet you come to me with these slanderous claims. I demand to know what makes you think such a thing.
Well, this lady named Marcella Exturbia at the morgue, she told me everything, and I don't really like her either. She's pretty mean.
Marcella Exturbia. That woman is a menace. Always poking her nose into other people's business. I'm not surprised she'd be spreading vicious gossip about my Victor. But I assure you, Detective, she's just trying to stir up trouble. Don't believe a word she says.
You know what? I agree with you. She is a little rascal. I don't know why I ever listened to her.
Finally, someone who sees sense. I'm glad we agree on that, Detective. Now, let's please drop this distasteful subject and focus on something more pleasant. Have you tried Pascal's new shipment of French cheese?
French cheese? Hot diggity. I love the French and cheese.
Isn't it just marvelous? The way they age it to perfection. I could eat it all day. I've even been known to serve it at my little dinner parties at home. Speaking of which, I'm hosting a bridge game next week and I'd love for you to join us. Detective, it'll be a lovely evening, I assure you.
I would love to play bridge. What time? What day?
Splendid. It's on Wednesday at 3 o'clock.
Alright, Wednesday, 3 o'clock.
But do pardon me, Detective, it's not exactly a mixing with the common folk sort of affair. You'll need to dress accordingly. A suit and tie, darling. We do try to maintain some level of decorum after all.
Alright, I will wear my finest suit. I will see you then.
Delightful. I'll make sure to save you a seat at the table. And do, please, don't mention this unpleasantness about my husband to anyone else, dear Detective. I wouldn't want it to get around town. Discretion is key after all. Until Wednesday, then.
Alright, well, she didn't help me at all. I'm gonna have to go back to the morgue. Sorry, I got cut off. Mrs. Potter says that you're a liar.
That's quite a statement. Care to tell me what specifically she's accusing me of lying about?
Yes, she claims that her husband wasn't murdered, but that he died of the flu.
Martini, Mr. Potter's body hasn't even arrived in vaudeville yet. How could I have made any statements about his cause of death?
What? Excuse me, you said he was murdered. He was, I probably wrote it somewhere. I didn't. Oops.
No, Detective, I didn't say Mr. Potter was murdered. You must have misspoken. As far as I know, there's no evidence to suggest foul play in his case. At least, not until his body arrives and I can perform an autopsy. Well, in any case, we can't discuss Mr. Potter's circumstances without the actual facts. Let's focus on the cases we do have here in vaudeville. The Greenwood, Grossman, and Jansen autopsies are still pending review. Shall we go over those? No need to be sheepish, Detective. We all make mistakes. Now about the victims. Haley's wounds were quite severe, weren't they?
Okay, but if Victor wasn't murdered, then how would he even be connected to this case?
To be honest, I'm not sure.
Well, then why?
But you seem to think there was a connection, and I'm curious to know what led you to that conclusion.
Because Chief Gretzky said that there was a connection, and then you also said there was a connection?
No, Detective. I said the modus operandi of the 3 murders in vaudeville was very different, but they might be tied together somehow. I never mentioned a connection to Mr. Potter's case because,
these people
as
are
we
driving me
established,
insane.
we don't have any information about his case yet.
Well, if there is no information about him, then why is he even being mentioned at all?
Because, apparently, Chief Gretzky seems to think there's a link between the cases, and Mrs. Potter's been making claims about her husband's death. Enough speculation for now. Let's focus on the facts we do have. The autopsies, the crime scenes.
Okay, so Chief Gretzky is the only one who thinks that there's a connection.
From what I've gathered, yes.
Okay,
But
let
the
me write
chief's
that down. That's
instincts are usually
suspicious.
insightful. Still, until we have concrete evidence, I'm hesitant to make any connections.
I need a whole journal for this dang game. This index card is not enough. Okay, I may have bad-mouthed you in front of Mrs. Potter, and now she doesn't like you, so she's not going to invite you to the bridge game on Wednesday. But we're still on for Saturday, right?
Oh, Detective. You're quite the charmer, aren't you? Yes, we're still on for Saturday. Don't worry about Mrs. Potter. I'm not exactly known for my bridge skills anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Gretzky now. See you later, honey bear.
Be careful, Martini. The chief can be prickly when he's got a theory. And, I prefer Marcella, not Honey Bear.
Okay, Gretzky, why do you think that there is a connection with Victor Potter to these other 3 murders?
The connection seems all too clear. Potter was an investor and his death was brutal. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, they all had ties to the same circles. It's a tangled web, but there's a thread linking them. The question is who's pulling that thread. This isn't just a coincidence. Something sinister is at play here.
Okay, well, I talked to his wife, who is for some reason at the grocery store and not in India, and she said that he died of the flu.
I'm not familiar with flu stories or what may have happened in India. What matters is that he's dead and we have these other murders to consider. A flu won't leave you lying dead in a grocery store. We need to focus on what connects these deaths.
No, you're misunderstanding me. Mrs. Potter said that Mr. Potter died of the flu.
That's all well and good, but we can't take her word for it. Just because she says he died of the flu doesn't mean it's true.
Also, Marcella says that she doesn't have his autopsy.
That's concerning. If Ixtaberia doesn't have the autopsy, we might be missing crucial information.
Okay, do you have the locations? Do you have the location for
Cheating isn't in my playbook, Martini.
I'm not allowed to say
Just
it.
stick to...
Chief, you listening?
I won't share specifics about my whereabouts,
Huh?
but you know where to find me if you have questions or updates.
Okay, do you have the address for that apartment that Maria Jansen died in? That's great. Can you mark the location on my map?
Maps are for navigation, not for solving crimes.
Die.
Trust your instincts and memory. Just remember it's in central vaudeville where she was.
Okay, that's great. Mrs. Potter, do you have any interesting information you can tell me about the case?
Oh, darling, I really wish I could help, but my knowledge is quite limited to the quaint little world of vaudeville. I simply don't know anything about that dreadful case. It's all so unsettling, isn't it? But perhaps we can talk about something more cheerful. Have you ever tried my mushroom soup?
Oh my god, not the mushrooms again.
It's simply divine.
You know, I would love to try your mushroom soup. Perhaps you could make some on Wednesday at 3 p.m. when we play bridge.
Oh, that would be lovely. But I must warn you, my mushrooms are a closely guarded secret. I only pick the finest, and I'd hate to share them with just anyone. Perhaps I could whip up a small batch just for our game. It'll be a treat. But let's not dwell too much on my culinary skills. It's rather trivial compared to everything else, isn't it?
Yes, this case is truly dreadful. Do you have any location that you could tell me about to mark on my map?
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with maps or locations outside of vaudeville.
No. I'm
It
talking
all
about
seems so
vaudeville.
overwhelming. But I do know the best spots for picking the most exquisite mushrooms in the woods near the manor. If you're ever curious, I could show you. But let's not get lost in all that. What about the latest gossip? Have you heard anything juicy lately?
Anything juicy? Yes, well, actually, remember when I said that Marcella was the one who thought that your husband was murdered? It was actually Chief Gretzky.
How dreadfully disappointing. Chief Gretzky, of all people, should have the decency to keep such talk to himself. My Victor deserves to be remembered fondly, not as fodder for speculation. It's simply appalling. But let's not linger on this somber subject. I've been thinking of redecorating the sitting room. Perhaps a lovely shade of lavender. It would brighten the whole place up, don't you think?
Yes, lavender is a lovely color, I agree.
What a shame that you find my late husband's name being tossed around like a common trifle.
Huh?
It's utterly infuriating. I will not stand for it. People need to remember him with respect, not as a mere topic for idle chatter. But let's move on to more delightful matters, shall we? Have you seen the latest fashions in the window of Madame Lavigne's? They are positively exquisite.
No, I haven't. Could you mark that on my map?
I must admit, I have no
Oh my
interest
God,
in
I'm gonna
maps or
die.
directions.
Oh god, where else can I go? Hey, honey bunny, can you tell me where, anywhere is from my map, please?
I don't have much knowledge outside of vaudeville, but I can tell you the important locations are often near the center, where most activity occurs. Focus on the evidence at hand. That's what truly matters in our line of work.
Please, Sugar Boo, I need to know the locations. I need to go somewhere besides Pascal's. Please tell me there is something where I can go. I need to go somewhere.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with anything beyond what exists in vaudeville.
No, I'm not asking you for anywhere outside of Vaudeville. Can you please give me a location that's in Vaudeville? Not Otterville.
I'm sorry, but I don't know that place or its position.
Okay, do you have the locations of the crime scenes?
The first victim, Maria Jansen, was found outside her
Oh, thank God,
apartment
I
in
finally
central
got something.
vaudeville, right beside the popular bar Coral. The scene was quite grim, with significant blood loss evident.
Thank you, Cutie Pie. That helped so much.
As for Nicola Grossman, his body was discovered in the morning just
She just
outside
keeps going
Pascal's
on.
grocery shop.
Yes, I heard about that one. Next.
Haley Greenwood's
There
remains
we
were located in an
go!
alley behind her workplace,
Yes!
the Cabane Violet.
Marcella's the MVP! I love her. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll see you later.
Take care out there. Remember, every detail matters, and approaching this with empathy will not just help solve these mysteries but honor those we've lost.
Great. So we have 2 new places. Hey! Cabane Violet. Oh, I should have asked her just where the restaurant was. Interesting. Okay, alright, whatever, let's go. Why did she want to go there if someone was murdered there? Hello, who are you? I'm Detective Martini.
Ah, a detective in the world of shadows and lights. I'm just a dancer, weaving stories with every
So
twirl.
she knew Haley.
The stage is my home, and secrets swirl like smoke. What brings you to my little corner of vaudeville?
Yes, I'm here on behalf of Haley Greenwood's investigation. I'm looking into her case.
I dance through whispers and echoes, but the dark tales of this place linger like a forgotten melody.
Huh?
Haley was a light flickering too soon. It's hard to understand why the moon casts such long, eerie shadows.
Is she gonna
But
always
tell
speak
me,
in riddles?
do you enjoy the thrill of uncovering mysteries?
Sure, if it helps me bring peace to the families of the victims. You got any information for me?
Oh, the rhythm of life can be so unpredictable, like a waltz gone awry. Information is an elusive butterfly, fluttering just out of reach.
No, I don't think that's the right
But
quote.
perhaps the real treasure lies in the art of
I
performance.
think it's actually
where
happiness.
every glance can conceal
the
a thousand
elusive
untold
butterfly.
stories. What do you think?
What? Okay, first of all, the quote is happiness is an elusive butterfly fluttering just out of reach. Second of all, please stop talking in riddles and just tell me what you know about Haley.
The stage is adorned with intrigue, and yet, the heart of the matter remains a delicate dance. Haley had a sparkle that captivated, a breath of fresh air in a world wrapped in velvet shadows. But what is truth, if not a shimmering illusion? Sometimes, it's best to let the past linger like the scent of jasmine, sweet yet bittersweet. Have you ever felt the pulse of the audience, their breath mingling with your own?
Sorry, I'm not a theater kid. But anyway, do you know anything about Haley? Her death?
Oh,
I didn't say
the whispers
deaths.
of fate can be so tantalizing, like silk slipping through fingers. But death? It's a shadow we all fear, a curtain that falls too soon.
What is this? Is
What
she
I know
Maul?
is but a
Is she
fleeting echo.
Maul?
Life on this stage is a beautiful performance filled with laughter and sorrow alike. The stories we tell are woven from both light and darkness. Would you care for a tale of joy instead?
If it helps me figure out this case, sure.
Life is a grand tapestry, vibrant and full of color.
She's Maul.
Each thread tells a different story, intertwining
Maul from my
joys and
comic.
sorrows.
Oh
But
my
perhaps
god.
it's the dance that brings us towards the rhythm of hearts.
Except she's
the
worse
pulse of
than
the
him, because
crowd.
at least he
Every
sometimes
show
talks
is a
normal.
celebration, a moment when worries fade.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say that you're the murderer unless you start talking normal.
Ah, but a dancer can't be tied to shadows and
God,
accusations.
I'm gonna kill her.
The spotlight calls, and I must answer its enchanting song.
Lady, I am too drunk for this. I don't want to deal with you at all. I'm just so sick of you. I want you dead. I wish you were dead instead of Haley so I could talk to Haley about your murder because you are just insufferable.
The dance of words can be as
She doesn't care.
intoxicating as the
She
finest
doesn't
wine
even
can
care.
be. Yet, let's not dwell on such dark thoughts.
Are you on drugs?
Drugs, canvas
You're
waiting
totally on
for a
drugs.
splash of
You're
brilliance.
definitely on drugs. You're totally on drugs.
A swirling dance of perceptions,
Oh my
isn't
God,
it?
I'm done with her. I'm done with her. I don't even care. Hold on. Is this place a restaurant? Because I was told this was a restaurant.
No, darling. This is the Cabane Violet, a cabaret theater. The best in vaudeville. We have a bar, but it's not a restaurant. People come here to see the show, not just to eat. Although, I do hope you're staying for the performance.
She's talking normal now. Interesting. Sure. When is the performance?
It's about to start, sweetheart. I'm one of the performers, actually. I'll be dancing soon. Would you like to stay and watch?
Yes, I would.
Wonderful. You'll love it, I promise. I'll make sure to give you a special show. But first, I need to find my other shoe. I seem to have misplaced one of my stilettos.
Oh my god.
Have
Oh my
you seen
god.
it anywhere?
Haley was bashed in the head with a high heel with a stiletto. No, I haven't. Where do you think you could have seen it last?
I think I took them off backstage, but I could have left one in the dressing room. I was getting ready for the
Dressing room.
performance.
I gotta write this
and-
down.
Oh, never mind. I'll find it. I have to get ready anyway.
Okay. This is Maul. This is Maul. She's Maul. She's Maul. I bet she ate her. I bet she ate her friend. No, then we wouldn't have a body. Never mind. She started talking all weird when I was talking about the murder. Just like Maul does. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's a psycho. So, about that girl, Haley, did you know her?
Oh, Haley? Yes, we danced together here at the cabaret. But I don't want to talk about that right now. The show is about to start and I need to focus. Are you sure you can't find my shoe for me?
I will try looking for your shoe.
Thank you, darling. That's so sweet of you. Check the dressing room, maybe under the makeup table or behind the curtain. And don't worry if you can't find it, I have a spare pair. Somewhere. Now, would you like to take your seat?
Yes, I will take my seat.
The show is about to begin, and I need to get into position. Enjoy the performance and don't forget to applaud.
Also, my girlfriend Marcella, the coroner at the morgue, we're going on a date on Saturday, 7 p.m. to here. So, do you have any recommendations for me?
Saturday, 7 p.m. You're planning to bring your girlfriend to my show. How lovely. As for recommendations, I think she'll love the seats near the front, but not too close. You want to be able to see my entire performance. Tell her I said hello, and maybe I'll give her a special wink during the show.
Oh my god. Alright, will do. I'll see you later.
Until later, then. And don't worry, I'll make sure to put on a good show. For you and your coroner girlfriend.
Alright, honey bunch. I went to Cabane Violet, and I talked to Marina, one of the dancers, and she lost a stiletto high heel in the dressing room.
That's interesting. A missing stiletto could indeed be a crucial piece of evidence. Given that Haley Greenwood suffered blunt force trauma consistent with such an object, it might be worth investigating further. Analyzing any potential connections between Marina and Haley could illuminate aspects of their lives that led up to this tragedy. It's vital to piece together their relationships and surroundings to fully understand what transpired.
I was not listening to her at all. I was looking at this notebook and trying to figure out how it worked. I can't seem to enter anything. Oh! I can. Okay. But I'm on page 3 and I don't want to be on page 3. Okay, I can't go back. What is happening? There we go. Alright, let's make a page for each victim, then I'll do that real quick in my own time. I'll just do that real quick right now. Okay, this is what we got written down so far. Victor Potter. Those are his stuff. That's his stuff. Nikki Grossman. Maria Jansen. Not much on her. Haley Greenwood. And last but not least, other junk. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this time, guys. I'm having a great time here. I think I will continue this at some point. But, yeah, this is fun. This has been fun. I hope I made you smile. I'll see you in a while. Bye.